large. Ladies large.
USBC has taken over Minneapolis this year. Thousands of youth bowlers have been here for nearly 2 weeks leading up to this. Championship Saturday. Next up, the Junior Gold U16 Girls Championship Show. 3 bowlers go for a title and place in Junior Gold history. Welcome, everyone, to the Twin Cities. Great to have with us on Bowling TV. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick, and here we go, moving up in levels, looking forward to some awesome bowling today.
Yeah, and the importance of this round, Dave, is with the U16 division, we've declared who the future team is next year for Junior Team USA 2027. And what that means is 4 young boys, 4 young ladies get to come to the ITRC Training Center and train with myself and another assistant coach for 2 extensive days as they continue their path on to make Junior Team USA.
So a lot on the line. Same for Candace Van Tyen from Spokane, Washington, on the show a year ago, trying for a title. This year, she came up just short last year.
She did. Michaela and Layla both have guaranteed their spots on the team. Candace must win this first match to guarantee her spot. Finished last year. She's looking to not only win this match, but make it on Futures team and then be the U16 champion.
Lots of levels of pressure here today. Let's start our bowling here in Eagan, Minnesota. Candace starts us off. Cedarville Lanes here in the Twin Cities. Great host to Junior Gold. The show's for USA Bowling at Lucky Strike Lakeville, about 20 minutes from here. That was last week. All about bowling in the Twin Cities this year. Van Tyen is off the mark and leaves the 1-2-4-8. Challenging with that sleeper pin back there.
Seen a huge improvement from her from where she was so raw last year. Last year was her first time even bowling a Junior Gold and makes it to the telecast. Second year, again, number 3 qualifier. Exciting times for her. I really feel like she's grown into her mechanics in the games and fundamental bowling.
16 years old, senior to be in high school, a lot to cover, and that sleeper pin. Concerned about that. 8 pin stands. So early open frame. Layla Takia is up next from Auburn, Washington. So these two must know each other pretty well.
I would think so.
Same state, not too far from each other, near Seattle. 16 years old. Junior to be in high school, her first shot. Double wood.
Closer to third arrow, right over the rangefinder. Board 10, see the ball just deflect slightly when it hits the head pin. 2-8 leave. Good amount of ball speed. 5-step approach, gets the ball into the swing nice and smooth.
Takes care of it. Has the mark. We check in with our conditions, Kelly, here today.
Here's the oil pattern now. 42 feet again. If you're going to notice, there's some similarities between each age division. However, the volume starts to change. So I think we had 26 milliliters before in the U14 division. Now we're getting lower, less and less. 24, 16 in the forward, 8.5 on the back. Pattern is very, very similar like that Christmas tree. It would be a modified house pattern using glide in both tanks. Medium patterns tend to lead to multiple angles. So you'll see some of the ladies playing straighter, while others tend to have wider angles through the front, just like Layla did in that first shot.
Well said and well done there by Layla. Both want to be collegiate bowlers. Candace is verbally committed to Nebraska.
Interested in exercise sciences? That's what she said, I believe. Sports exercise science.
Big fan of Packy Hanrahan on the men's side, and you on the women's side.
Oh, I missed that part of the interview.
Candace looks good. Trip 10 pin. That's a lot better.
Better shot.
More on Candace. She's very tall, about 5'11", 6 feet.
Yeah.
Spokane Virtual Academy.
Again, only her second time bowling junior gold, and she's in that same position. 4-time Pepsi state champion for the state of Washington. She won, and then she went into the eliminators bracket, and wow, look, through 5 matches, she survived. Looking at those scores, 385, 412, 48, 72, again, averaging a little well over 200. So excellent scores. She said she didn't feel like she was bowling well, and yet she's the number 3 seed.
Here she is on TV. Nicely done. 7 pin goes down late. So a double after the open frame for Candace.
Layla May. I love the middle name. Not very often that the young girls like to use her middle name, but thought it was special.
She's back up. Avoids the big 4. That was up for a second there, 4-7. She works with Jimmy Callahan.
Yes, she does. I was very intrigued to see that her and her mom will drive down to Las Vegas. That's where Jimmy's located, and work with him. Met him. There he is, right in the audience. You often see him on this side of this TV as well, not in front of it. You might hear his voice a lot on Bowl TV. Good coach. One of the best tour reps through my course of my career as well. Very knowledgeable about layouts, bowling balls, lane play. Really sees the lane very distinctively.
Back-to-back Idaho Open champion. 10 junior bowlers tour titles. Washington State champ team in 2025. Lots of impressive accolades already on Layla's resume. Seventh last year, junior gold, trying for a title this year. And with shots like that, she might just get that junior gold title.
March the ball off her hand. Sliding 25, 16, 17-ish at the arrows, overboard 10. So anytime you're crossing 15 or 16 to 10, it's about a 3-board angle off your hand. That's what your launch angle is, about laydown point. 25, 5 or 6 boards from her angle will be laydown point of 19.
How does height like Candace has help a bowler?
Well, often enough, it helps to take the first 5 feet out of the front part of the lane. Just by that, lofting the ball slightly over the fronts. The extension, it just makes the arm swing and the velocity of the swing longer and stronger. It's a really great question, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah. Look, she's similar, 13, 14, around 8 at the break point. Swishy strike off the sidewall.
We asked her about basketball and volleyball, being tall, but doesn't like them too much, doesn't play them seriously. Little hoops occasionally, but for it's all about bowling.
If anything, the size of the steps become important because the taller the long limbed you are, I mean, there's only 15 feet in the approach, whether you're 4'5" or 6'5". So you're either going to take longer steps or smaller steps.
Good pin action across the deck. The messenger says, sit down, number 10, down you go.
She did not do that last year.
Wow.
She said her speed and timing have been corrected from last year. Watch the head pin. It hits the left wall, then the right wall, and comes back out to take off the 10 pin.
And then the knockout punch. That was cool. And she is pumped for good reason.
She was not as outspoken last year when she was bowling on TV versus her confidence now.
4-bagger for Van Tine. Layla trying to answer, and that's a light hit off the mark. Just the 1-2, though. Could have been worse for the leave. As Jimmy told us pre-show, and we spoke with Layla about, 8-year competitive gymnast. She was really good.
Yeah.
But then got something called the twisties, which means that when you're airborne in a move in gymnastics, you basically lose focus and or black out. You're not sure where you're going to land or how, which can be very dangerous, clearly.
You're defying gravity?
She had to stop in gymnastics. Very interesting. And she's fully focused on her bowling at Auburn, Washington, not too far from Seattle.
I just look at the junior gold, obviously 7th last year, 31st the year before. Junior champion, undefeated up until she faced Michaela, who's our #1 seed.
We'll see Michaela next against the winner of this one. She wins 1 game, she takes the title. If the 2 or 3 seed wins, then there are 2 games. Layla hopes she is in the championship match. Tap of the 10 pin, down it goes.
Her game reminds me, even though she's a 4-stepper coach.
Van Tine on the 4-bagger, but Layla a big strike. We'll take a timeout from Eagan, Minnesota. Second half of the match is coming up next.
What is it about bowling that captivates us so much? Mastery of the game is impossible, but perfection is just within reach. Success seems to lie 60 feet ahead, but the real battle takes place 6 inches between your ears. So if no matter how many times you fail, you would still do anything, and I mean anything, just to get 1% better. We know exactly how you feel.
Pretty good science here. Rooting on the bowlers. Dennis Van Tine, our 2-hander. The big dog.
Go, Candace, go.
Seen some very creative science. Sold out crowd again here. Today's place is packed. Standing room only. 2 3-seed match here. See who goes on to the championship match against Michaela Presley from Vail, North Carolina. Van Tine looks for the 5-bagger. 2-pin.
Light hit 4 in a row. Comes out of the commercial break. Sliding 22, 14. Now the last few shots, she's really kept it over that rangefinder, meaning her angles were more in front, more direct to the 3-pin. That one just slightly wide. Fortunate enough just to leave the single 2-pin spare.
So verbally committed to Nebraska. How will that program, in your mind, help her game?
Well, Nebraska, we're the first collegiate program to go NCAA. They really started with Title IX established for all the collegiate programs in women's bowling. Paul Klemka is now the head coach. Bill Straub really built that program from the ground up. It has a prestigious reputation to being one of the top collegiate women's team in bowling. So with the coaching that she will receive from Paul, Julia Bond is also one of the coaches there. Obviously, Jillian Martin just graduated from University of Nebraska. Shannon Blahowski graduated. Valerie Bercier, some of the all-time greats on the PWBA tour.
Fabulous list.
Went to Nebraska. Yep.
And a great school.
Great atmosphere, too. College atmosphere downtown. Huge 86,000 seat stadium for football, right? Something like that.
It's massive. Candace, yes. Strike streak ended the 9 spare, but right back on the strike train.
And I'll say one more thing. Not only will the university help her develop her skills, but John Lucido, who's one of the best proprietors in the industry, BPA member, does a lot of testing for lane services with Cubica, and he's run many of our top tier events for USBC and the PWBA. So that exposure alone will benefit her.
Response from Layla. Works on a strike. A little off the mark, pays the price, the 2-10 split.
I'm not sure if she's just has a strong enough ball in her hand or she's just a little too deep. She's kind of in the same zone as Candace is, but you can see the ball is struggling to get back to the pocket too late. I would try to square up my angles, meaning move to the right, target around 14, 13, 14, 15, and be more direct through the front.
Tough one, got it! 2-10 on the money. Well, the fan saw that one coming all the way. Perfect placement on the 2-pin and picks up the split.
Great execution. Exactly how he'd make it. Just hit to the left side of the 2-pin. Right angle to knock out the 10.
Big fan of Belmo and our Sydney Brummett as well.
Yeah, go Sydney. Great sideline reporter. She did the USA Bowling last week.
Layla. Oh no.
Back to back.
Can it be another 2-10?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what Jim would be telling right now. I just think she's too deep on the lane or just needs to go to a stronger ASIM bowling ball.
There he is. Providing some input. Can she do it again? Not this time. A whiff on the 2, so it's an open frame. That hurts. After the incredible 2-10 conversion, back-to-back, you almost never see that.
Well, 258 max score for Candace, 206 for Layla. So as you can see, Candace has a huge lead with only 3 frames remaining.
Third place a year ago for Candace. She wants to take it all in 2026. Two-hander. Punch out. Down they go. All 10 of the pit, torching the 1-3 pocket.
Great shot by Candace. You can see she kept the ball in front of her more direct to the rangefinder, just between the 3 and the 6 pin.
Expands the lead into the foundation frame, trying for the turkey here. On her way to a win in game 1. Michaela Presley's a top seed. She could lose a game and then play one more for the title. Or with one win over the winner of this one, she takes a championship. 3-6 up here for Candace.
She's definitely in control. She spares this, moves on. Well, she will have to show up in the 10th frame. Let's see what Layla does. I'm always outcasting a little too far ahead, Dave. One of my
We appreciate
weaknesses.
that.
I know. I'm just looking
You
to
gotta
see
look ahead.
what's ahead. One of my dear friends showed me he was a visionary. Look ahead 5 years, 10 years. I just do it 3 frames at a time.
5 minutes is good for me. 3-6, there you go. Takes care of business. Layla. Dad Jeffries here. Letty, family. sister and brother. Made the long trip out from the Seattle area. They broke it up into
2 days, I think. They said 8 hours and 8 hours?
Yeah, it was about 24 total. That took a long time. But if you take your time, it's okay. If you're not rushing through it. And 2-8 there. See a lot of the country that way. It's pretty cool.
I know this match didn't go the way Layla had predicted.
Great student, 3.87 GPA. Nice cover there. 2-8 double wood. Good shot there. Trip 9-pin goes down late. She told us about her favorite class, visual communications in school.
Yeah.
Kind of cool idea, right?
Yeah, they would give a blank scene and she would have to fill it in as if it was a virtual scene. So picture a stadium for a concert. Well, what do you see at a stadium? Full of people, you know, snacks, backdrops, big lights, cameras, and she would have to fulfill that. Imagination.
Cool class.
Yeah. 8-pin stands. She bowled really well to get here. Like you said, always making the show is such a challenge.
Yeah, for those not following, the fields are enormous. For the bowlers to get this far, for the top 3 for the show, is so impressive. And we congratulate Layla, her family, and Jimmy Callahan, her great coach, on making it this far. That's hard to do. So 186 for Layla. 10th frame here for Candace. We'll finish this out.
A little experiment with a ball change. It's so hard to see the disappointment in the young athletes' faces, just to know that what will seem like this being a failure is just how they learn to be successful going forward. It's these moments that determine the next move, the next preparation, the next training.
A lot of bowling for Layla to come. Only 16. She'll be a junior in high school this year.
And again, she's on the future team for next year. So.
Cass Van Tine, 220-186 winner in game 1. She'll move on to the championship match. And she'll take on Michaela Presley next when we return to Eagan, Minnesota.
Some exciting news.
We now have a pro subscription
for bowlers who really want to take their game to the next level.
The biggest thing, you can tag and label each game.
Whenever you use a ball, whatever oil pattern that you're on,
you can now track the ball's performance and compare balls side by side.
It is incredibly powerful, and it is going to help you analyze your game.
Boom! Try Lane Talk Pro free for 1 month. Upgrading the app, and we'll see you on Lane Talk.
This is I Am Bowling We craft unique and creative customizable jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, and apparel that meets your needs for every occasion. We use both cutting-edge technology and traditional craftsmanship to carefully craft designs that remain vibrant and durable over time. When you order with us, a new piece is crafted just for you. We offer premium products that can be customized to fit your desires. Bowling is fun, so come join us at iambowling.com today and experience all our amazing products.
9 to make the show. There it is.
10 is a win for Snodgrass.
Off his hand, it looks good. It looks good. He's done it! He's done it! I've never been part of a women's event like this.
Now it's JOHSSON, and that's not right. Because that's not
Part of a women's event like this.
now it's JOHSSON, and that's not right. Because that's not how I spell my name.
It's going to be phenomenal, I think.
I'm so proud of you.
I wish I had won, but I'm feeling very grateful.
You make me so proud. You make us so proud. And so everything that you do, all those people that were out there today shouting for you was incredible.
You just have to believe in yourself. When you believe in it, you can achieve anything.
We can't wait. Center stage, the Anniversary Open on the PWBA YouTube channel. Coming soon. It is going to be phenomenal. Created by the awesome Curtis Von Kruger. Wow. I got chills just watching the preview. Kelly, how do you feel about that? We were there.
Very, very special.
That's going to be awesome. All right, Kel, so what are the bowlers thinking about right now, getting ready for this championship show?
Well, Candace just came off a great match, so she's just going to try to continue going through the motions that she's so comfortable doing. Michaela's the #1 seed, so if she's not comfortable in the first one, she can recover in game number 2. But basically, it's just, it's like a little bit David versus Goliath. You know, Candace so tall, so powerful. Michaela one-handed, simplified.
Well, Kelly, Kegel is the official lane maintenance provider of the USBC and the PWBA, setting the industry standard for lane conditioning and maintenance. Since 1981, Kegel has been improving the bowling experience through innovative lane machines, premium lane conditioners, and cleaners, advancing training programs, and world-class technical support. Visit www.kegel.net to explore their latest technologies, trusted by bowling centers and major tournaments around the world. Thanks to Kegel for being a gold partner of Junior Gold and the USBC.
There's our beautiful Atlas machine. Latest rendition of the #1 oil machine in the world. Used all over. They used that machine while we were in Malaysia for the World Championships. Little charge on the battery right now. Dual tanks, forward and reverse oil. 2 different types of oil can be used at the same time in the machine.
Need some beverages?
Practice wrapping up here. Michaela's going to start on the left. 16 years old, our top seed. Out of Vail, North Carolina, not far from Charlotte.
Almost ready to rock and roll.
Here we go. She's homeschooled. It will be a junior in high school coming up this year. The top seed gets going. Michaela Presley. Okay, 3-6-10 for her. Thinking about college bowling at SCAD, Tulane, Vanderbilt, or Nebraska. We talked a lot about the Husker program with Candace, a verbal commit to bowling Lincoln.
Architecture. Being an architect is what she said she'd like to do when she graduated high school.
Good cover as the mark. Impressive first game for Candace.
I was just exploded by how well she's improved from last year to this year.
And not just the bowling, it's the confidence, too.
Yeah, yeah.
In the meeting we had with her pre-show and watching her compete.
She's just outside the mark a bit. See, 21, 12, 13, all the way out to 5. And yet if she hovers between 9 and 10, she will annihilate the 1-3. In her arsenal, of course, she has the concept. We saw her throw the alert on the fill ball. A couple other selections.
Two pin has that, no worries. Takes care of business in the single pin spare conversion.
Here she said she was traveling to an SYC event, staying actively competitive. And all she does is bowl. Hangs out with her friends, plays with her dogs, and bowls.
That's it. A lot of focus on this great sport. That's a great shot for Candace. How big of an advantage is it for the top seed, knowing you have a second game if you lose the first?
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. Not many formats. I mean, unfortunately, the queens don't allow for it. If you're the top seed and you lose on TV, that's it. You're done. Whereas the entire format allows you to go into the contenders bracket to keep going. So it is a relief. Second chances are good. And not all formats are that way, but it
labels
does.
This one, Kelly. Wow.
Yeah, 5-3 timing. She's deeper. She's 17 to 10. Different rotation off her hand. Stronger ball. Stronger weight block. Stronger cover. More flare potential. Meaning how much the ball can track on the lane, change direction. Five, 3 timing. She doesn't move the ball till step number 3. Drops in.
Looks for another one. Missed the target, pays the price. 1-2-10.
My physical observation, just by being an analyst of the game, though, when she gets to the foul line, everything is very square. Notice her shoulders are square, her hips are square, which means her arm swing has to redirect around the hips slightly. Would love to see her increase some tilt to the side of the ball to create an easier path of the swing from the top to the bottom at the release point.
Can't cover that. 10-pin stands, open frame, and the door opens here. Beginning our championship round for Candace. Works on a strike into her third frame. From the outset, she's looked very comfortable out there. Trying to keep it going. Post that one. Liked it for good reason. Crushes the 1-3 pocket. Down they go.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch, too, where her hand placement is. For two-handers, they interlock the left and the right hand. There's out to 8, so she hovers between 8 and 10. She will hit the pocket. If she leaks it further right and gets to 5 or 6, she will leave a light combination, whether 2-pin or the 2-8, even possibly the 2-8-10 spare. So she has at least 2 to 3 boards of area at the breakpoint zone to work with to control the pocket. But watch her left hand where it interlaces. She puts her finger over the index finger between her middle and ring finger. Most players will put it not on the index finger, but between the ring and the middle. And right there, she big 4s.
2, 4, 6, 10. Really tough spare coming up.
Not a good leave, or as I like to refer to it as, the Richard Nixon. My favorite saying. I never get to say the 5 and dime, 5-10, or Heinz 57. We don't see those splits on TV. 2 pins, will it be extra wood?
Oh.
She gets 1.
That's tough. Loses count 2, near impossible make.
I think that's one
on
thing
that split.
I will reinforce at camp next week, is that when you're on a strike and you leave a split, if it is, the probability of making it is lesser than what you would if you shoot at the extra wood to increase your pin score, you gotta go for the greater amount of pins. Comes back to haunt you later on.
All right, so match changer here. Michaela's 4th. Well done. Just enough to get there. Her second strike of the match. A little more on Michaela from Vail, North Carolina. Homeschooled. It's pretty common these days. Road to the show.
She defeated Anna Anthony, last year's member. Some good scores. Look at that resume. Last year was her best finish, so from 37th to 1st.
That's an impressive jump.
It is. It is. Every year you look to strive to get better, improve.
She's done that. Looks for another one here. That's light hit. 2, 4, 10. So washout for Michaela.
With a little bit of late timing, her hand is just forced to get out of the ball. She has to let it go, and then the angle of her hand is just slightly inconsistent to where the shoulders tend to square, so the body goes one way while the arm swing goes another.
Big fan of Verity Crowley. Verity could probably make this one.
Very's good.
Just.
Speaking of her, I hope to see her back in the Cleveland PWA Tour Stops, which will be coming up in mid-August. The ladies and professional women and men's tours will respectively go to the Lucy at the end of this month in July. And then the ladies finish out their tour season in Cleveland. 3 events concluding with the Women's Tour Championship. Verity, who has missed majority of the season due to a fracture or a slight fracture, I believe, in her shin. So she has been recovering and recuperating, building the strength back in her push-off leg.
Hope to see her back soon. Here's Candace. Looking for up in the 7-pin, doesn't get that. Coming off of the open frame. Game 1 of what she hopes is 2 in the championship round.
See Kayla in the background journaling.
Here's Candace. There's a 7-pin. So 9 spare in the 5th for her. Michaela's open. If you're tuning in or thinking about the U16 boys, about 35 to 40 minutes after we wrap up this U16 girls show. Now the boys for you coming up. Trip 7-pin, down it goes. Strike for Candace Van Tine. Looks good here in game one of what she hopes is two head-to-head with the top seed Michaela Presley. We'll resume game one when we return to the Twin Cities right after this.
What is it about bowling that captivates us so much? Mastery of the game is impossible, but perfection is just within reach. Success seems to lie 60 feet ahead, but the real battle takes place 6 inches between your ears. So if no matter how many times you fail, you would still do anything, and I mean anything, just to get 1% better. We know exactly how you feel.
Hello to Tyler Harriman, BPA president. Good to see him here. One of the many VIPs in the house in the Twin Cities. Michaela Presley, top seed here, Kelly. Out of the break. It's go time. Off the open frame. Candace works on a strike. Michaela would very much like to start a strike streak. Not quite the energy through the pocket she wanted, but still just a 4-7 up.
She's a little deeper than I thought she would be, but she is using an aggressive bowling ball. She doesn't have a high rev rate, probably in the 200 range, 220 range. Mix for the spare.
Watch it. Does cover nicely. Big fan of history.
Yeah, and she also does like video games. That's been a common question, taking care of her animals. World War II, she specified. This sounds so... The only thing I remember is we won. We won.
History of that war interests me a lot. My parents were alive, you know, so I just sort of connect with it a little bit.
Sure.
Interesting stuff.
My father continues to watch the war over and over again, even though he knows the ending.
Light hit and a really tough result, 1-2-8-10 washout.
Michaela's in the zone where she either, if she misses in, it hooks too much. If she misses right, it doesn't hook enough. She feels like she has to be absolutely perfect. So that tells me she has to move in one of the general directions. Either go further left, which I don't think is the current move, or ball down and go closer to the right where Candace is. I feel that ball is pushing her to a part of the lane that hasn't developed yet. And if she balled down or went to something weaker, she could get closer to where Candace is and control the pocket more consistently.
All right, opens 2 of the last 3 for Michaela. The door is wide open now for Candace Van Tine. Looks for a double. Expand the lead by 10.
And yet all of her bowling balls are very aggressive in the 5 that she selected.
Which is interesting. Great. Good shot, trip 9-pin, down it goes. Has the double.
By watching Candace's ball, watch where she's the rangefinder. Now I said if she gets it to 8, it's going to strike light. If she gets it to 10, it's flush. If it's now that's 11 to 12, high flush on the pocket. So she has 4 boards at 40 to 43 feet. That is humongous. That is a lot of room left to right, front to back.
There were 326 girls beginning this competition, U16. 706 boys.
Wow. And
3.
that's from qualifiers in their local area to get to the national event. Oh, so many make it out of their local qualifier.
This is a massive tournament. It's just incredible. Tap 10 pin. Candace feeling it now. Putting together a strike streak, the turkey, and she's in control.
Yeah, if I was Michaela right now, right, Candace is on a hot streak. Although she looks dissatisfied with that delivery. Positive result. So Candace can strike out for 240. 189 is what Michaela can max out for.
So you want to build a bit toward the end of this first game and think about game 2 potentially. That's a much better shot. It's got to feel about that one right in the zone.
Here she has yet to strike on the left lane. There she is, 17, 18. She's in between the two rangefinders, getting it to 11. So similar zones, but she has yet to strike on this left lane. So I would take the gamble. I would try some ball changes and an angle shift, preferably further to the right. Now, most often enough, you don't tell bowlers to go back to the right, but with her lower rev rate, what Candace is doing is making it look ideal to control the pocket.
Okay, how about some success here on the left lane for, there we go. 7-9 go down late for Michaela, so does string together her first double of the match with a strike in the ninth. But Candace in control here in game 1.
If you feel you have to hit one board at between 15 and then control it at 60 feet, 40 feet with a break point, it's probably not the right ball.
Foundation frame for Candace, trying for the 4-bagger. Another one. Just enough.
She's rolling the ball very well, and she has a lot of room.
She'll call for a re-rack here.
But this is where I would say you never play defense in bowling, right? You can't guard somebody or push them out of the way from striking. But you have to be aware of what your opponent's doing or anyone around you in competition or qualifying. Now, if I'm Michaela, I'm observing. I'm like, well, gosh, she gets it to 7, she comes back. She hits 11 or 12, and it holds pocket. And I have to feel like I have to hit something so micro fine to hit the pocket. I'd have to take a better educated guess. I would want to take a risk to get the reward. Because right now, she's on a 240 pace, and I'm on a 180 pace.
Her first in the 10th. Looks for another one. A little high this time, 3-6 up. The strike streak ends at 4.
So there's game number 2 as we move on. Exciting. It just makes me have to get out of my chair and stand. My glutes can only take so much, but I love watching bowling. I love watching these young ladies display their talent.
You know, Candace has been locked into the pocket now for 2 straight matches. Confidence through the roof. Good cover.
218 if she strikes out. 189 if Michaela strikes out in the 10th frame. Michaela says she has a few coaches. Kevin Patterson, Matt Taiwan, and then Chuck Gardner out of North Carolina.
Fill ball for Candace. 10-pin stands. Solid game for her of 217. After beating Layla to begin this show. Trip 9-pin. Good start to the 10th here for Michaela. She does put together 3 in a row. That could really be a confidence builder for the second game.
It could be. Out of the 5 strikes she's thrown, 4 of them have been on the right lane. So it's working apparently for her on the right lane.
Get a fresh rack there.
Here's a ball change.
Good thought for the next game.
She's sliding 30, 17. Something different, right? Reaction-wise.
Good looking shot. 4 straight, looking for 5 in a row to finish out the game.
Now she's in the zone. Look, she's getting it to 6-7. Same area where Candace is getting it, around that 7-8 zone. She created more angle through the front, has more recovery in the back. Big consideration.
Well, that's quite a finish for Mikhail, the top seed.
Last 5.
Last 5, 217, 189, game 1 score. The second and clinching game is coming up next for the Twin Cities.
Got some exciting news.
We now have a pro subscription
For bowlers who really want to take their game to the next level.
The biggest thing, you can tag and label each game.
Whenever you use a ball, whatever oil pattern that you're on,
You can now track the ball's performance and compare balls side by side.
it is incredibly powerful and it is going to help you analyze your game.
Boom! Try Lane Talk Pro free for 1 month. Upgrading the app, and we'll see you on Lane Talk.
This is I Am Bowling. We craft unique and creative customizable jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, and apparel that meets your needs for every occasion. We use both cutting-edge technology and traditional craftsmanship to carefully craft designs that remain vibrant and durable over time. When you order with us, a new piece is crafted just for you. We offer premium products that can be customized to fit your desires. Bowling is fun, so come join us at iambowling.com today and experience all our amazing products.
9 to make the show. There it is.
Ten is a win for Snodgrass.
Off his hand, it looks good. It looks good. He's done it. He's done it. Always great to be back here, Cedarville Lanes in Eagan, Minnesota. Got some beach volleyball going here in the early evening. Still pretty steamy out here in Minnesota.
It is.
We had 90s the last couple days. Luckily, the forest fire smoke from northern Minnesota and southern Canada all moved out east, so the skies are clear. But it's a great night outside for sports and inside too. Getting set for the second and final game here, U16 Junior Gold Girls Championships.
We're going to go play a game during the break, right, Dave?
I hope so. Bring your gear. Let's do it.
I just to take my socks off, play in the sand. I'm good to go.
Deciding game's underway. Candace, nice.
Starts off with an X on the board. And Michaela made, she threw the last 5 in match number 1 to shoot 189. She made the ball change on the second ball in the 10th frame. Question is she going to stick with it? Survey says she goes back to the other ball.
You like it?
I'm not sure. I really liked how much area the other ball gave her. But she was very accurate on the right lane with this ball. So her fate is in her hands.
Let's see how it works out here. Looking to hold its line. Maybe split 310 instead. Getting really high.
I just feel she has to be too perfect with that ball, where the other ball, the symmetric ball, gave her more left to right and more area to recover. So the baby split 310, as you said. Cross lane to convert.
It's an important make here. The way Candace has been bowling, and it's a chop and the 10-pin stand, so that's a problem.
Well, it's early. If you're going to have an open frame, the first frame is to do it in.
Just feel like all the momentum going with Candace at the moment. That could change.
That could change. We know the probability, right, when we have that statistic pop up and how often it just changes through 1 or 2 deliveries. So now she's going with the other ball in the left lane. Again, the right lane was her strong lane. If I were her, I would just really just focus on using my legs, be aggressive, and let the ball go off my hand and see what result it gives me. Got to have confidence in the shot.
Okay, left lane, like to get it going. Holds line perfectly, finds the 1-3 pocket, down they go. That's a big strike for Michaela.
It is a big strike. Remember, not good on this left lane. She's sliding 28, so not as deep as with the other ball. She gets it all the way to 6-7 in the forward roll as the ball, and it still runs over the 8-pin. To me, that is the better ball motion. That is the ball she should have in her hand for the right and the left lane.
Second frame for Candace, looking for another strike.
Light
could have been
2-pin.
worse, yeah, just a 2-pin. Enough pin action to just leave with a single pin spare conversion.
Yep, makeable
Looking for a
spares.
third straight game win here. Tough to do.
Definitely
Mindset.
making sure her slide sole is clean.
Mindset so different for the second and third seeds, having to win 2 in this year's format. To date, that has not bothered Candace at all. Two-pin, right on the screws, got that, no worries. 9 spare in her second frame.
So many times one of our assistant coaches would look at the routine of the bowler and time them. Is the timing consistent? How many seconds they spend on the approach? Like notice Candace, she's wiping her shoe 3 times. The last time up, she wiped it only 3 times. The previous shot, she wiped it 4. So just little tendencies that we look for and how to create that process and routine consistent.
Third frame for Candace. A little high. Well, some late pin action. Takes out the 6, just 3-pin for up
Yeah.
for her here.
I think it was going to be a good shot. Again, how she prepped for that. She was still moving before she even decided to go and lock in. Single pin spare, cross lane.
Third place a year ago, wants it all this season. We saw Aaron win boys U14. That was exciting. It's got to feel pretty awesome, right? Just join the crowd and root on the rest of the bowlers, knowing you got a junior gold title under your belt.
Have a jacket presentation later on this
Yeah.
evening.
Great bowling.
Gets to wear the red, white, and blue.
It's a big deal.
Well, U14, so this division is the only one that makes the futures team, but just to be crowned junior gold champion.
Michaela, 4-7.
All right, so she sticks with the same ball. There it is, 6-7. Hard off the spot, 4-7 leave. Now she can make her subtle moves. Such great focus by Michaela.
However, a miss there on the 4-7. That's a damaging open frame. So 2 or 3 opens. Candace strike 9 spare, 9 spare is already in the driver's seat. Michaela, not quite enough energy there on the ball reaction. Get in the 1-3 pocket. 2-pin stands for her.
Plastic ball to cover. 5-3 timing. And when I say 5-3, it just means she doesn't move the ball until step number 3. That kind of has to, that forces the swing to redirect around the body. Candace, three clean frames in a row.
Winner take all game. Her fourth. Comes in a touch high. 6-pin only, though. Very makeable spares. That's the key.
Very makeable spare. And again, I'm nitpicking, I feel, but I just feel like all of a sudden she started rocking the ball where she didn't do that earlier. Misses inside of her target. High on the head pin. Could have been a split. Leaves a 6-pin. Feel like she should move, migrate inward, maybe make a 2-in-1 move left. I'm sure she's starting to feel a little bit of the nerves, knowing that she won match number 1, and if she wins this, she'll be crowned the champion. I have to settle in, take some deep breaths.
Steady, stay clean. That's the key.
Yep.
6-pin, there it is. But you're heading toward the last half of the last match, and the pressure begins to ratchet up. Every shot, every frame now.
And I'm not sure in her experiences how much she has of being in pressure situations. Again, last year was her first time she bowled junior gold. This is her 2nd year, and now she's bowling for the title.
Not bad. First
Not
year,
bad
third,
at all.
2nd year on the verge of a championship.
Shoot, my first year I tried to qualify for Team USA, I was 2nd to last. True fact.
Look where you ended up, Cal.
Yep.
Pretty good. Well,
And
there's a little trouble. 2-8-10. Just what she was trying to avoid.
Yeah, I think she's just becoming, she's a little nervous, so she's trying to place the ball. She's trying to lock it up by being so perfect and place it so consistently, she's just not letting it go. You can tell by her setup. I would have just moved a little bit left and just keep hitting the finger holes as hard as you can.
Two 8-10, 10 stands, open frame. After a clean start to the deciding game. Little light shines through.
Yep.
Some possibility here for Michaela.
Just needs to be aggressive.
Works on a spare. Comes in high, almost crossing over there. 3-6.
I have seen too a common thread that we've seen amongst the women, especially. I feel like their eyes are gazing so far down the lane. You know, I would love to be able to pitch a baseball at 90 miles an hour to a catcher's mitt 60 feet away, but if my target was only 20 feet away or 15 feet, I'd be more inclined to hit that target that's closer to me. See on her spares how her head goes down? Looks like she's more focused on something that's closer. See how eyes are just looking so far, then they draw a little bit closer back. This is on the spare shot, remember, shot number 2. We have 3-point targeting, so from the arrow zone to the break point to the pin deck, how you see where you want the ball to travel along that path. You can look anywhere along that path and feel your arm swing. It's like a golfer making a putt. They don't look at the hole to make sure the ball goes in the hole. They look at a target closer to them and make sure the putter swings through that target.
Well, that target was lined up pretty well, Cal.
Yes, it was.
Perfection of the 1-3 pocket. Down they go. It was hammered.
Ball heavily rolls forward. Just 10 straight back. Beautiful.
We'll take a timeout. Second half of the clinching game. On the way from the Twin Cities right after this.
What is it about bowling that captivates us so much? Mastery of the game is impossible, but perfection is just within reach. Success seems to lie 60 feet ahead, but the real battle takes place 6 inches between your ears. So if no matter how many times you fail, you would still do anything, and I mean anything, just to get 1% better. We know exactly how you feel.
Great to see Ben Dotson, CEO of Bowling.com. Big sponsor of the Youth Open.
I don't think he's missed many gym days.
Looks awesome.
Looks like he's in good shape. Great sponsor of bowling.
All right, last break. Is complete for the U16 girls here at Junior Gold. Candace off the open. Big shot, comes in high, leaves 3.
6-9,
10 standing.
Just not getting the ball left to right anymore. She's 22, 23, 17 at the arrows. Might have been a little difficulty with her release. You saw she got really high on her toe at the release point. Might have got quick with her swing. Plastic ball for the spare.
Lot to cover here. Does it nicely. Well done.
She's definitely missed her line because she threw so many strikes in game number 1. Started off with the first frame, pounded the pocket, 10 straight back. I don't necessarily think it's a ball change. I do feel she just has to execute better.
Every shot, a big shot now. Second half of this clincher. Good pin action. 10 pin, goes down late. That's a huge strike for Candace.
Look at her reaction. Like, what are you doing? Just throw the ball. All right, Miss Michaela. Finish on a strike on the left lane, back to the right. Still have a close match for this final match.
Works on a strike. Seventh frame. Big shot. Crossing over. Runaway Brooklyn. Next stop, Prospect Park. Down they go.
To the left, to the left. 27, 17 at the arrows. Doesn't get it quite to where she was about 7, 8 before. 10, 11 inside the range. It's difficult for most of the young ladies to create steeper angles through the front. Just has to move her target A little bit to the right to get more steepness through the front.
Another big one. Looks for the turkey. Has it.
High flush.
3 in a row. Michaela showing up here. Second half of the clincher. Winner take all game.
This is the first time Candace felt any pressure. She dominated the first game, but this all of a sudden now she has to perform. She's down by 11.
To cut it to 1. Needs it. Has it. Tattoos the pocket. Those pins had no chance. Big strike.
22, 15. There it is. 9-10 right down the rangefinder. It's a big frame here. 104 in the 6th. Michaela has 103 in the 6th. Both ladies working on a double. 224 or 223 max scores.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You've seen this before.
Ninth frame for the turkey and for the lead for Candace. Missed the target and pays the dear price. The 2-4-10 split. Major trouble.
Some reaction walking off the back of from the foul line. It really just looks like she missed hitting it at the bottom of the swing.
Split. And doesn't get the count. Now that's a problem.
That is a big upset. 7-2 would have been much better than 7-0.
Now Michaela had that rough start.
Look how far left she's standing next to the ball return.
Looks for the 4-bagger. Runaway Brooklyn again. Next up, Sheepshead Bay. How about it? 4 in a row.
18-19 at the arrows. Has no chance getting to the right side of the head pin. Lucky break to carry the Brooklyn strike.
Starts the 10th.
Messenger.
More traditional.
Oh.
Almost got to the 10 pin in that 1-3 pocket, and the Messenger was a little late.
Look at the late try. Oh, but the machine comes down.
Pin. And Michaela Presley is going to win the 2026 USPC Junior Gold U16 Girls Championship. It took the top seed 2 games, but she's going to do it here with the great finish. The 4-bagger into the 10th. And able to shut out Candace Van Tine. Michaela Presley from Vail, North Carolina is a champion in 2026. She's done it.
Tears of joy.
With a 2:02 game. It was enough. Candace so dominant in her first 2 games. The late slip in game 2 of the clincher here from the Twin Cities. And it's an emotional time for Michaela. What a run again for Candace. The show 2 years in a row. But not enough. The trophy goes to Michaela Presley. Junior gold U16 girls champion in 2026. Way to go, Michaela. We're back in a moment with a trophy presentation.
Got some exciting news.
We now have a pro subscription
for bowlers who really want to take their game to the next level.
The biggest thing, you can tag and label each game.
Whenever you use a ball, whatever oil pattern that you're on,
you can now track the ball's performance and compare balls side by side.
It is incredibly powerful, and it is going to help you analyze your game.
Boom! Try Lane Talk Pro free for 1 month. Upgrading the app, and we'll see you on Lane Talk.
This is I Am Bowling. We craft unique and creative customizable jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, and apparel that meets your needs for every occasion. We use both cutting-edge technology and traditional craftsmanship to carefully craft designs that remain vibrant and durable over time. When you order with us, a new piece is crafted just for you. We offer premium products that can be customized to fit your desires. Bowling is fun, so come join us at iambowling.com today and experience all our amazing products.
9 to make the show. There it is.
Ten is a win for Snodgrass.
Off his hand, it looks good. It looks good. He's done it. He's done it. Joined by Chris Floyd, USPC, with Michaela for the trophy presentation.
All right, you got to hold it a few seconds ago, but the official presentation, Chris Floyd from the USPC Board of Directors, is going to represent you with your trophy.
Michaela, on behalf of USPC, its million members, and the Bowling Proprietors Association, congratulations.
Big round of applause for Michaela Presley. Michaela, it's always wonderful to see the #1 seed. You went undefeated in all your matches to be the #1 qualifier, but you had to take it to 2 games. What was the big change for you in game #1 to win the title?
I just started bowling fearless, and I kind of just left it all out there and just knew I had to strike and kind of did.
You did. You made a crucial ball change in the first match and through the last 5 strikes in order to get you that 189 score, and then you kept with that ball change going into the final match. First time ever being crowned champion. This definitely trumps your finish position in 37th last year.
Yes.
And who'd you thank first? Who was the first person you ran to?
My mom and my dad, and then Coach Matt and Jane, and then my friend Lena.
Was it your decision to make the ball change or your coach's decision?
It was my decision.
It was your decision. All right. Well, excited to be crowned. Now, not only do you walk away being crowned our U16 girls champion, you do win all the scholarship money, and you do deserve a position on our Futures Team USA next year in 2027. So let's all congratulate Michaela Presley being crowned this year's 2026 U16 girls junior gold champion. Congratulations, Michaela.
Thank you.
Kelly, thank you. 202-1783. She wins the second game over Candace Van Tine to take the U16 title. We'd like to thank our outstanding partners, Dexter, CD Software, I Am Bowling, Lane Talk, Kegel, Motive, and Storm, for their continued support of Junior Gold, the USPC, and Youth Bowling. Congratulations goes out to Michaela Presley, who wins the U16 Girls Junior Gold Championship this year in Minnesota. And thank you to everyone who joined us for the action on Bowling TV and Bowl TV. The next show will be 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern Time, boys division in